One crisp morning, Monica walked into her local bank branch. It was a bright day outside, but as soon as she stepped through those glass doors, she felt the cold, stiff atmosphere that often lingered in places where appearances meant everything. She wasn't dressed in her usual tailored suits or high heels. Instead, she kept it simple: jeans, a neutral blouse, and a baseball cap pulled low. For Monica, this wasn't a day to make an impression. She wasn't attending a board meeting or negotiating $1 million deal. She was simply there for one reason: to withdraw a large sum of money to fund an upcoming charity, event she cared deeply about. As she approached the counter, Monica offered a polite smile, but the banker barely lifted his eyes from the computer screen. His tone was clipped and dismissive, as if she were interrupting something more important. "Ma'am," he said sharply, "we can't allow withdrawals of that size without further verification." Monica didn't flinch. She had dealt with bureaucracy before. Calmly, she handed over her identification, bank documents, and all the necessary account information. There was no reason for concern. Everything was in perfect order. But instead of assisting her, the banker leaned back in his chair, gave a quick smirk, and said something that made the entire room freeze. "Are you sure this is your account? People don't usually walk in here dressed like that." The words hung in the air like poison. Monica's chest tightened. She had felt this sting before, the sting of being judged not by her achievements, not by her name, but by her appearance. The lobby grew silent. A few customers, sensing the tension, slowly turned their heads to watch. It wasn't just what the banker said, it was how he said it. That mix of doubt and arrogance, the unspoken assumption that someone like her couldn't possibly have the kind of wealth she was trying to access. Monica's face remained calm, but inside a fire burned. This wasn't just about a bank withdrawal anymore. This was about respect, about dignity, about proving yet again that her worth couldn't be measured by the clothes on her back. And though the banker thought he had the upper hand, he was about to learn just how big of a mistake he had made.